Being supreme light, I manifest the knowledge for wisdom to shine bright. How you think you see the moon unless in the sun bright? Women claim independence, you can never dim the light. Today's math is understanding, I'm about to get them right. The contrast to what's astral take fight. The only thing you're really missing is understanding the fight. Supreme, supreme. Starring each sage and weed, I'm about to take speed and enter me, mastering 55 degrees to deity, higher in fire and cold water, into samadhi. You could never know my body. Bars. Naga.
Didn't think I was gonna do it again, but here it go. Returning them bars into the supreme flow. Respect, I only move for divineness. My center point of circle can't follow the line in. I manifest supreme being, embodiment, connected to the stars. Light points be my history. Manifesting, bringing back everything that's meant for me. My infantry. You don't really know who on my spirit team. I keep it me. Move through the air like the smoking head. Pick it out, let it go. Black fist in the afro. I'm on a horse, Geronimo, shooting a bunch of arrows on top of every pyramid. Repping just like the pharaohs. I'm repping everything new, I stand in Heru. I'm repping everything new, I stand in Heru. I freed the ibis, so got the bird's eye view. You, I freed the ibis and got the bird's eye view. Respect. Naga.
Bars heavy, bench press, you'll get your size up. Yeah, they always want to know really what's up inside us, we riders. Don't get it twisted, I'll break in sizes, you modest. I'ma stay king born son, I promise. Try to cross that, you need to know what a line is. I was raised with gorillas, pit bulls, and piranhas. Solar ecliptic, see the reflection through the lumen, and I can see the gold from the sun come up through the turmeric. The star need bay leaf and time, I'm cooking food again, a hooligan. Knowledge born supreme cipher, the gods two of them. Divine balance in one motion, become two of them. Student and the teacher bring the knowledge to both you and them. Student and the teacher bring the knowledge to both you and them. Bars.
I was here, I was there, I was all over the map. From the back, it's a rap, they ain't catch me in a trap. Why you thinking you hard, boy? I'm ripping these bars up. Spit like a sawed off, I'm sicker than nausea. Running rap like a Rajan, you need to take caution. Taking my portion, repping divine one. Shine brighter than 12 suns, you hoping the hell come. You thinking how you thinking, I'm cooking the well done. You can claim they're your peoples, but watch them go tell something. Everybody swear they real, but everybody be frightened. I'm cool, I'm laid back, I'm rolling the blunt. But I don't care what they say, I just do what I want. I ain't talking to you, so just mind your business. Knowledge is born and I birthed the wisdom supreme.
Question. Would you die for me?
Yes.
That's too easy. Would you live for me?
Yes.
Careful. Do not say this oath thoughtlessly. Desire becomes surrender, surrender becomes power.
This is a piece that I put together. Short, but interesting. I hope you enjoy it. Naga.
Always around. Like it's trying to lead me somewhere. I feel so familiar with it. Like I know this somehow. I'm not crazy. You just don't understand me. Or yourself for that matter. And what do you think you know about who we are?
Nah, you're not crazy. We're something different, King. But it's still foggy. Let me walk with you.
Oh, so you want to build. You already know the vibes.
Well, what I've read so far is that our culture has been around for billions, maybe more. We carry a genetic link to the divine creators that established civilization.
Oh, snap. That's what's up. My grandma used to say I had an old soul. Wait, something's not right. I think it's happening again. I gotta get out of here.
As he runs down the stairs and into the streets, the spirit of the Black Nagas has awakened in him.
All right, so yeah, I got new ideas and all that. It's about to come hit y'all or whatever real fast. But excuse if y'all hear like construction. It's a lot of trucks going on outside or whatever. But I kept feeling like my energy was getting disrupted before, and I wanted to continue building. So ultimately, in your own comprehension, these things are taking place with you, right? This is what we're missing when society comes in and explains life to us in different ways. You're missing your own interpretation of the spiritual waves of the universe. And these spiritual waves can be digested. They're universal food. It depends on how well you comprehend them. So once you start understanding that these waves are connected to the force or the universal flow of things, this is when you're going to understand that ultimately that's what they're calling different entity namesakes. Ultimately, in between these spaces, there are creations of solidified understanding. These are the remnants of higher mineral aspects that burned off of flow. Just like we are here as a creation of life, there are other levels of creations of life that had manifested through higher potentials of, and see, we got to get out of this mindset that we sit into a perfect place. It's not a such thing as a perfect place. This is a place where life grows, period. Life grows on different planets in different ways. Okay. Your spectrum of eye can only allow you to see certain things. Even if you was to send something somewhere else and look at it from the spectrum of what your creation sees, that's only the capability of your understanding. It's probably whole things there looking at wherever you send something at, if you're capable of really doing that, or if you're just blowing smoke up people's, you know, butthole, then the understanding that if you were able really to capably send something to another planet and have that show you something from some value, then only thing you're seeing is through the perception of how you can acquire knowledge. That works through your mechanics. It doesn't work through the dimensional aspect. There's different dimensions on different planes of existence, period. The spectrum of light that comes through there is different. The connection from one light source to another plane of existence is wisdom. So your wisdom, understanding how the waves connect to each planet, will show you the life that lives in each place of existence. All right, hold on. I didn't want to be rude, blowing my nose in your face. So ultimately, understanding this value is the retrospect. When you start to get into understanding what the universe is doing, you're going to speed up even faster as far as, and you know, it's been a while since I actually had this vision within a meditation. Like I actually saw myself spiraling up, like my ethereal self spiraling up, and it just kind of popped up into this meditation. It wasn't even a thought; it just came, like it was showing me that's what I was doing, and I'm like, why am I looking at this? And then the resonant understanding was that's what you're doing at that moment. So I was like spiraling up really, really fast. Look, it's crazy. When I said that, it was 9:11 on the clock. 911 is 11. So 9:11 is 11. It's like the gateless gate, door. You know what I'm saying? So peep the science. um, yeah. So understanding this for yourself, particularly, is going to create the way or the root way, the different way for, you know, like a tree. A tree has roots. It's like your body has networks of roots. You know what I'm saying? You're going to create your own way. You have root systems inside of you. So ultimately you should create a main root for yourself to connect to the higher source of things. This is going back into the flow. To understand this in perplexity to your life, right? Me as a Cancer, you know what I'm saying, I naturally feel the flow of things. You know what I'm saying? I can feel when things are going right.
You know what I'm saying? I can, because it speeds up, and you might be afraid it happens fast. Nah, the speed is good when it's happening, when things are going, when they're going right, and there's no obstacles in between that. That's showing you that from that point to where it's going is wisdom. It's going to connect. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make it there. When you have interruptions in between certain things, possibly it's not for you, or somebody's trying to stop what you have going on. And it's powerful to understand these indifferences, because sometimes you're getting proposed with the ideal to be addicted to a value, whether that's for something that you may want to obtain in whatever direction. While you're attacking to that or attaching to that, you're detaching from something universal. So we got to be mindful of certain things that kind of fan things in our face and say, "Hey, look what I got that you don't have." Ultimately, what's going to be with you is always what's going to stay with you. And I wish I had this book that a friend of mine, we read it together a while ago, and it was speaking towards things that you do in this time, um, as far as a collective multiplication problem, as far as a mathematical problem of your whole life. Your choices subsequently make the entry point of how you come back into your next life. So it states the value of all the things that's going to happen to you because of everything you do here. So if I may use an example of going against your natural order of things, if you go against your natural order of creation and you fight that your whole life, then you possibly will come back as that same creation with the capability of not doing anything that creation is capable of doing when it's here, meaning, i.e., not be able to produce children, whatever that means for that particular um, genre of creation, right? So that's mindful into being who you are and staying who you are as an individual, because ultimately losing yourself or fighting against what you are or hating what divine laid you here as is a crime within itself. And the society kind of teaches us to try to merge ourselves into being other things other than ourselves, when in fact we should be learning how to accentuate the value of what we are. You know what I'm saying? Putting love into the value of what we choose. So therefore you can get the best universal outcome of these principles. But if you don't understand what that means or what that entails for you other than shallow or subsequent value, then you're going to miss the real gift within your own choices. And sometimes your choices are backwards. So therefore you have to make these choices in order to learn that you made a mistake. So with that being said, you still have the manipulation value who watches growth. People watch growth and they understand where you're possibly going, and they know the outcome of where you're possibly going because of their failures. And to alleviate the fact of someone else's energy being strong enough to reach back and say, "I told you if you stayed strong, it would come out this way." You do everything in your power. You'll go all the way down to the bottom, pulling and screaming and scratching and taking everything with you just to prove them wrong. It doesn't prove divine wrong. We're 11:55 on the clock right now. We cooking. It doesn't prove divine wrong. It proves the individual that your hate, it will go that far to make the wrong thing right. You should give up. You should give that up. And ultimately running away. I should say I had this little thing I would say back in the day, I'm the type of person who just go all the way off in the middle of the ocean and realize I got to swim all the way back. Well, basically, I was telling myself I didn't have a problem with learning the hard lesson. And I did that a lot as a kid. I learned a hard lesson as far as, getting scrapes and scratches and stuff of that nature, or even being oblivious to the manipulation of people, you know what I mean? Or expecting things that you believe was close to you to love you unconditionally. Yeah, I was blinded by the false reality of life. Ultimately, ultimately, we ultimately we hold on to these values because this is what we're connected to. And being connected to these particular things doesn't give it a genre or a aspect of truth as far as where your life may go particularly. This is why we fill everything out. Majority of the time, a lot of people do jump on bandwagons and they say, this is for me, and then you got to learn. I can't particularly say what's for me. I just fill it out. You know what I'm saying? And if it's for me, I don't have to push it or pull it. It'll just be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is that type of thing. Like, the world is made up of conditions. Unconditionally, what's for you will make itself available to you. You know what I mean? So even when circumstances are available to you and it's easy for you to get it, you have people who watch you that close to try to stand in between what's available for you, knowing the possibilities are endless. This world does this. Our culture has done this. We have to stop pointing blame and not worry about it. Just get into the mindset of the value that, you know what? There is an ebb and flow of life. There is an up and down. But my reaction to the effect of what my DNA's placements through light points have experienced is not the consequence that I would have to deal with within this time. This is just the understanding of me connecting from this point to the past. And I see why these things are relevant. So what do? This is you beating the karmatic cycle up in your life. This is you readjusting that. Because now you understand that within your emotion, you are not causing these things, but they may be attached to you. You know what I mean? So you already know it's love. I ain't gonna hold you. Naga.
Supreme thought, supreme being, supreme light. I manifest the knowledge for wisdom to shine bright. How you think you see the moon unless in the sun bright? Women claim independent, you can never dim the light. Today's math is understanding, I'm about to get them right. The contrast to its astral take fight. The only thing you're really missing is understanding the fight. Supreme. Starring each sage and weed, I'm about to take speed and enter me, mastering 55 degrees to deity, higher in fire and cold water, into samadhi. You could never know my body. Bars. Naga.
Didn't think I was gonna do it again, but here it go. Returning them bar bars into the supreme flow. Respect, I only move for divineness. My center point of circle can't follow the line in. I manifest supreme being, embodiment, connected to the stars. Light points be my history. Manifesting, bringing back everything that's meant for me. My infantry. You don't really know who on my spirit team. I keep it lean. Move through the air like the smoking head. Pick it out, let it go. Black fist in the afro. I'm on a horse, Geronimo, shooting a bunch of arrows on top of every pyramid. Repping just like the pharaohs. I'm repping everything new, I stand in Heru. I'm repping everything new, I stand in Heru. I freed the ibis, so got the bird's eye view. Yo, I freed the ibis and got the bird's eye view. Respect. Naga.
Bars heavy, bench press, you'll get your size up. Yeah, they always want to know really what's up inside us. We riders. Don't get it twisted, I'll break in sizes. You modest. I'ma stay king born son, I promise. Trying to cross that, you need to know where the line is. I was raised with gorillas, pit bulls, and piranhas. Solar ecliptic. See the reflection through the lumen. And I can see the gold from the sun come up through the turmeric. The star need bay leaf and time. I'm cooking food again, a hooligan. Knowledge born supreme cipher, the gods two of them. Divine balance in one motion become two of them. Student and the teacher bring the knowledge to both you and them. Student and the teacher bring the knowledge to both you and them. Bars.
I was here, I was there, I was all over the map. From the back, it's a rap, they ain't catch me in a trap. Why you thinking you hard, boy? I'm ripping these bars up. Spit like a sawed off, I'm sick of the nausea. Running rap like a Rajon, you need to take caution. Taking my portion, repping divine one. Shine brighter than 12 suns, you hoping the hell come. You thinking how you thinking, I'm cooking the well done. You can claim they're your peoples, but watch them go tell something. Everybody swear they real, but everybody be frightened. I'm cool, I'm laid back, I'm rolling the blunt. But I don't care what they say, I just do what I want. I ain't talking to you, so just mind your business. Knowledge is born. And I birthed the wisdom supreme.
Question. Would you die for me?
Yes.
That's too easy. Would you live for me?
Yes.
Careful. Do not say this oath thoughtlessly. Desire. Surrender, surrender becomes power.
This is a piece that I put together. Short, but interesting. I hope you enjoy it. Naga.
Always around. Like it's trying to lead me somewhere. I feel so familiar with it. Like I know this somehow. I'm not crazy. You just don't understand me. Or yourself for that matter. And what do you think you know about who we are?
Nah, you're not crazy. We're something different, King. But it's still foggy. Let me walk with you.
Oh, so you want to build. You already know the vibes.
Well, what I've read so far is that our culture has been around for billions, maybe more. We carry a genetic link to the divine creators that established civilization.
Oh, snap. That's what's up. My grandma used to say I had an old soul. Wait, something's not right. I think it's happening again. I gotta get out of here.
As he runs down the stairs and into the streets, the spirit of the Black Nagas has awakened.